Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Wentz on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wentz. And Pascal's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
Now Mack. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Bears nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
44, Mike, 44. Get this work.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective. Victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Mack. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. They'll get this one to Pittman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And it's through. And that makes the lead 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 9 now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 48 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Colts 10.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. The 20. A good throw here, finding Pascal. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Blankenship out for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Cohen now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Give him 30 yards there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. Santos kick. Is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And But we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now this throw caught left side. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I'm going back to you. 44 is the mic.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 4. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears have broken the tie.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll go again here with Mack. And some room to roam now. And just shutting him off there. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 26. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Blankenship's kick is good.
Kick is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
Bears 24, Colts 20.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Time to go, night.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this one is right down. Down Broadway. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Bears 27, Colts 20.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, take it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now Wentz. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And we are tied. Here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Hardy Burns there on the coverage.
Back to throw, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This from long, very long range. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
First down.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Football's the mic.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a yard at the 16-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. Come on.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, if ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guy, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Santos. He's able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
27.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Wentz will try again on second down. The toss here completed to Pittman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this one back, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Wentz now on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
On third down, a run by Mack. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and we can end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this because
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears. In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.